We went to our very first Take It Home event when our daughter was 3. We had started in this new church that had this tradition of doing these. Didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. My wife and I walked in, round tables. We were sitting there with other families of 3-year-olds, and they did a song and a puppet show at the beginning, and then they took our 3-year-olds to the next room. The Sunday school teachers did for a snack. They had just us as the parents, and out came Rolf Garborg. Rolf was a guy in his mid-50s, and he said, I just want to tell you my story of when our daughter was born, we brought her home and we started blessing her every night. From Numbers 6:24, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord look upon you with favor and give you peace. We love you. Amen. He said we did that every night. She grew into one of those teenagers, and we debated stopping, but we continued to bless her every night. He said, now, there were some nights where we waited till she was already asleep. It was a little safer, but may the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine, you be gracious to you, look upon you, we love you, amen. He said we continued blessing her all the way through. He said then came that day that we were dreading, but prepared ourselves for it, to take her to college. And he's like, we put together the perfect plan, packed up everything in the minivan, took her to college, set up her dorm room, and then we had our very tearful goodbye, but then I said I had my wife by the hand, and that was it. We weren't looking back. And we went down the hallway, down the steps, halfway across the parking lot, when in the distance we hear this, Mom, Dad, wait. Rolf said this was a contingency he had not planned for. He turned around. Mom, Dad. There came their 18 to 19-year-old daughter running across the parking lot. She comes up to him and she says, Mom, Dad, wait, you can't go yet. You forgot to bless me. And there in the middle of that crowded college campus parking lot, they huddled up and Rolf just said, oh, sweetie, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine on you, be gracious to you. May the Lord look upon you with favor and give you peace as you begin this next step in your journey. I love you so much. Amen. And then Rolf looked out at us as parents, and a lot of us look like you. And Rolf just said they grow up fast. I thought you might want to start this before it's too late. Motivation. Modeling. At that point, you had a motivated dad, I'll tell you that. Because then the timing was impeccable. The doors opened, and in came our 3-year-olds, of course, oblivious to what was going on. And it was now a race between my wife and I. I was like, get behind me, honey. Come here. Oh. I found my daughter, and I grabbed her, and I'm, stay away, honey. And I'm like, it's my time. And I'm like, I put her on my knee, and I'm like, okay, honey, here you go. And she's like, what's up, Daddy? Never mind. Would you just sit here for a minute? May the Lord bless you. Got it? And may he bless you again and keep you, and I think something else. Grace you and peace you and whatever. But my first one was not pretty, folks. I'm just telling you that.